but let me hear a little bit why you're not feeling Jaylen Brown that much. I know he's getting paid a bag, but
Oh yeah.
if
Well,
he
that's the
walks,
problem.
but if
That's
he
the problem.
but if he walks, this team takes a dramatic downfall.
It ain't he walks and there's no alternative. He doesn't walk and there's zero. Could they go sign another $40 million player? No. But he had a $30 million expiring contract last year.
Mhm.
Like they could have re-signed Grant Williams for 15 million and they could have took whatever they got. They would have got a whole bag for Jaylen Brown last year had they traded him. And the thing is his best version is what Jason Tatum does. And he ain't better than Jason Tatum. So like he's never gonna get the chance. Dude, this dude is getting paid 40 something million dollars, and he's the fourth option on the team. He is consistently they're losing, and I look at the box score and he's got 18 points, 6 rebounds. Bruh, that's like he's gonna be getting 60 million at the end of this contract. Like,
man, brother,
the analytics ain't even in his favor. He ain't doing the dirt. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. No, by all means, I was just gonna say like, analytics definitely is not in his favor, but we got to take into account that he's getting paid like number one option money, but he's not, like how you said, he's not the number one option. We all know that number one option goes to Jason Tatum, but I feel like if we're watching Celtics games, we can all easily conclude that there are some nights where he is the number one option. There are some nights where he does play like that guy that we all expected him to be. And yes, he had a terrible playoff drop last year, but we cannot act like he wasn't an all-star. He wasn't Jason Tatum's right hand man.
So here's my point, right? Because I'm not saying that he couldn't be worth that money on the right team in the right situation, right? Mm-hmm. You go cherry pick a team that I thought him for Trae Young last year might have been a good trade for both teams. But what I'm really getting at is he's never going to be the best version. If you had a Porsche that you love, that you rocked with in your car, in your garage, and then you got this cool ass whatever as your second car, that second car is never going to get the run it should get because you got your first love. And like their skill sets are overlapping. And it's like Porzingis and Drew ain't the number 2 and 3 option on the team because they're better than Jaylen Brown. They're the number 2 and 3 option on the team because one's the lead ball handler and one is a versatile inside big man that can bang the three lights out. So he's getting leftovers by default. This is not an attack on Jaylen Brown's game. He's just never going to get to be a $40 million player on that team.
I hear what you're saying. So you talking about the fit. So kind of similar to like how the Raptors just got a bunch of 6'9" guards. Yeah. Like, so that's what you're saying. That you think that the Celtics should probably maybe look to make their team deeper and have different role players around there. Okay.
Let me ask you the question though. Here's the question. When they lose, anything less than a championship is a failure, right?
Yes.
So when they don't lose, when they lose, let's say that they lose to the Nuggets. Let's just say that they might even lose, to somebody in the East. Just pick one, and they lose, and then they dissect Jaylen Brown and they say, is his left still weak? Is he out there? What was his? Is he a elite defender? They're gonna, and then the next question is, okay, we got to trade him. And the question, like, what are you going to get from that? Like, you see what's happening to Zach LaVine right now, right? Mm-hmm. They're shooting slugs at him, and you saw what happened with Bradley Beal. So that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I just
so you mean like get your highest value for him while you can before the value drops? Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Because it's diminishing returns. They don't need what he could offer. Like
now. Okay. Now let me ask you one more follow-up to that, because I feel like, and I'm pulling this up just so I could for sure know for a fact, but I feel like the last couple of years in 2021, it was the Bucks that won a championship, right? Mm-hmm. In 2022, it was the Warriors that won a championship, and all those teams that made it to deep in the playoffs feel like they had more than one star, right? And if you trade away Jaylen Brown, you only have really one star. Well, do you even consider Jaylen Brown a star?
I think he could be. I think he's got that kind of potential and talent. But no, I don't think you need that. I think that Drew and Porzingis are kind of like
good enough.
They're kind of like Clay and Dre to Steph. Right? There's 1 and then there's 2A and 2B. And I think Drew and Porzingis can be that. What I'm saying is kick the can down the road. Get some premium future value for him. And then so we'll see. Their hands are finna be tied behind their back in 18 months. They're going to be desperate for a good 8th man, 9th man. Derek White is going to want his money. Drew's going to want his money. Oh, sorry, that 50, we just giving it to Jaylen for his 18 and 7 every night.
Damn. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Jay. I ain't gonna lie. You calling him out. I ain't gonna lie. You convinced me. I'm gonna be real, brother. I'm gonna be real. You convinced me because that makes sense. I ain't gonna like again. I still have a bit of a worries of like it's gonna be hard to win a championship with just one star because the league has changed since then. It's really hard to do that. But if you can build the right pieces around that one star, you can low key do like what the Warriors did to where, like how you said, Curry's clearly the number 1 option, and everyone else just complements him very well. Also, the Denver Nuggets, I feel like Jokic is clearly the number 1 option, but everybody else complements him very well. And I mean, if the Celtics like let this trade value go all the way down, like that will be the worst.
Seen it. I'm telling you, Zach LaVine is the current one. Bradley Beal was it, and I'm gonna leave that.
Okay.
Like
all right.
I like Jaylen Brown. This is not an attack on him.
I understand. No, I totally understand. I totally understand. You're talking about the fit of the team and on that Celtics squad. I get you. I get you. And that's a really good point, brother.